I saw you apply to the Flight Academy again.
I'm your new wingman, sir.
Coil. Local scum use it for cover to launch attacks. This is their turf, so move when I'm moving. Keep your eyes open.
No sudden moves.
Who the hell are you?
We're OMC. And OMC belongs to HEXACORP. Is that your boss? Are we supposed to be scared of him or something? Yeah.
There have been battles. There have been losses. Each and every one of you has proven yourself time and again. We will not lose the system. We will not fall back.
Form up, Cal. You got a point. Copy that. Tally's on me. Let's say hi.
We will win. Because we have to.
To manage. Yeah, it's basically we just want the players to make meaningful choices. I'm going to take this armor set and do this. I'm going to take this ship and do this. If you can pull it from anywhere, you're not making those hard choices.
Okay, so let's head out into the common area of the hab. We're on, I believe, hab L19.
L19 residences.
Right, yeah. So on the AI side, we'll see more of it we go on, but it's the early days of the AI going about their lives. There's a lot more that's going to come in. We have this usable system, I think we've talked about in the past, that longer term is what allows the AI to do everything from playing an arcade game to sweeping the floor to having a drink.
Well, even allowing the player to do the same thing.
Yeah, and the player, you can use the same systems and animations. And so we want to build a living, breathing city or locations, because the thing is, in a multiplayer game, if you just rely on the players for the population, the problem is everyone's running around trying to do a mission or earn money, and they're sprinting left and right. So the AI is very important to give locations a sense of life, which is what we're going to be aiming for here. You're going to see more of it. We're going to go down to the base of L19, and when we look back at it, you'll sort of see it's a tall, sort of upside-down bracket. Like here's the admin office in the bit of L19, so again, that's where you could drop off or have things delivered. You can sort of see how tall it is up on it, and let's head out.
I think this area holds 100 habs.
Yeah, so each building holds 100 habs.
Yeah.
So as more players come online and they would start in Lorville, we would actually have more of these buildings that would be populated. Yeah. So here we are, we're out here. This is looking out at the vista onto Lorville. See a fair amount of security. And
we have the spaceport across the way.
Yeah, Tessa Spaceport is the main spaceport of Lorville that's coming. And can't see if we ship, but there should be ships coming and going as well as players. So we have ships that are actually coming out of quantum travel in orbit and coming down, landing on the pad or taking off. But I didn't see any one of them. But that's because it's also systemic, so it doesn't always happen on cue because it's not scripted. And here we're just we'll carry on because we're going to show you a little bit of Lorville. And this area is sort of the kind of the L19 worker area of it, right?
And this is about selling the security building and the oppression of Hurston towards its workers.
So Hurston's a corporate planet and the HEXACORP being locations you would go to get some gossip, find out what's happening, maybe have some slightly shadier missions that you can accept versus the sort of more clean scrubbed ones that you would get on, say, the job boards.
I love that poster.
Yeah, the hammerhead.
So every now and then.
Yeah, and we're in an active city, so we actually have full trains of transit.
Yep. They do.
Hey.
I just went by.
Okay.
You all right?
That's the light flickering.
You want a drink or something?
I need a drink.
So this is our early implementation of the bartender, and you can order whiskey or you can order beer. So Glenn is going to do an Irish coffee in kind of a messed up way, not the proper way.
What do you want?
Appreciate you.
Good choice.
As I said, this is the 3.3 build. There's visual
still some glitches.
Like
and some wonky gravity.
It's fine once we get it.
Yeah.
It doesn't reset the gravity vector until you actually pick it up. So. We got ice cube simulation. There you go. Very important.
Yeah.
And there is only there's only one cube in the whiskey, which is also very important. All right, let's have a drink. Let's have a drink, but not too much.
So again, in the future, when we're talking about the player status, you'll be able to drink too much, stumble around, have those types of wonderful things.
Yeah, maybe you have one drink, you'll have a little bit of courage, you're like a little bit more strength in combat, but too many drink, so you lose your coordination. All right.
Hey.
We've missed the trains both times.
Glenn?
Okay, let's see. All right, we have we got an invite to go see Clovis Darneely in the reclamation and disposal. So this is the mission that is the one that we're going to show. So
yes.
Let's accept that. And we just need to go to reclamation and disposal and go.
And this is one of the mission givers on Hurston. One of the multiple ones.
He obviously had a few drinks.
Yeah. So over here we've got Maria of Heart. This goes back to player status and kind of the idea behind Death of the Spaceman, where when you die, this is where you'll come back. You'll respawn here. Yeah. And then also when you get injured and the med pen takes you back to a certain percentage, and then it will fade over time, and then you'll need to actually get fixed up here, whether it's at a hospital or by the Apollo or Endeavour.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the idea is the med pen is a short-term solution that stops bleeding and lets you operate for a little while, but if you don't go and get longer-term fixed up, the bleeding will come back and you'll eventually die. So even with med pens, you still need to go back and get medical help and fix yourself up, just like repairing you're like a ship, you repair yourself. So here we are, reclamation and disposal.
Apologies. The air is especially dreadful today. Still alive, I think. Hello, welcome to Reclamation and Disposal. My name is Clovis Darneely. Wonderful to meet you. What can I do for you on this fine day?
Well, you gave us an invite about work. Let's ask about that.
It's an excellent question. If you're not particularly concerned with shades of morality, I may have a lead on some, well, let's just call it questionable materials in need of forceful collection. The devil's in the details, I believe. Read them well.
Okay, there's a satellite that's fallen from orbit, and it has a prototype blade in it we want to check out. Yeah, let's do it.
Wonderful. Best of luck.
Okay, let's head out to the crash site. We're going to just check the mission, I guess. Yeah, make sure we got it. Oh, we're going to do a comm call. All right. We're going to ask one of our friends. Okay. Fingers crossed.
Yes. Definitely.
Hey, man.
There he is. Oh. Hand's a bit weird.
Oh.
How's it going?
Not too bad. Just chilling here in Larval, waiting for us to check out one of their new ships.
Nice, man. Hey, look, I just got this mission. Apparently I need to go out to some location for some potential salvage. Wonder if you want to...
Yeah, that sounds good. If I'm in the area, I'll definitely join up with you if I see you.
Did he calibrate, by the way?
You look interested.
Definitely.
All right, man. I'll catch you out there, yeah? Meet up with you.
All right, man. Later.
All right, dude. Juicies.
All right. So we come, obviously there's still some kinks in the facial stuff like that.
Just a little bit.
I'm not sure whether we calibrated correctly. Doesn't Chris have glasses or not?
Chris does have glasses.
Yeah, so, but that is an example of comm calls in RTT with the face over IP, not the best example of the quality that you can get out of it. But we have face over IP that's working right now in the 3.3 OCS branch that the Evercadian.
They can actually play it too.
And they could, yeah, and you'll also be able to go and check it out in the LAN room, the Drake LAN room. Okay, so
that's L19. That is, or
yeah,
sorry, that's the HABs that we were at in the security building.
Yeah, behind the security building. And then where's the worker trade stuff?
We're going to head to Tammany & Sons, which is a shop, and we're going to buy some armor. We're going to buy a multi-tool as well, because we'll need that for the mission. So straight ahead, that is to the business district that we'll be working towards for 3-4.
Yeah, don't try to cosplay those little cheap plastic bags, breathing apparatus things. It may not end well.
Yeah.
All right, so this is the actual new flight suit that's coming with 3.3. It's the RSI Odyssey. It's very cool. So we're just gonna get it.
Buy the helmet.
Okay.
And then we need to go.
Do we have the suit? I don't have the suit.
Yeah, we have the suit. We need to go get the multi-tool. So think of the multi-tool like your personal utility item that will have different attachments that you can actually use, whether that be cutting or welding or salvaging. Hopefully mining, I can talk them into mining.
Yeah, like small scale mining.
Yes, very small scale mining.
All right. At least put the undersuit on. There we go. You sure we got the thing? It says undersuit empty.
Oh. Yeah, okay then.
Yeah, you only did buy the helmet, by the way, just to let you know. Did it not let you be able to buy the RSI suit?
No, I don't think it gave him the right items.
It needs to refresh them. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Write that up as a bug.
Yes.
So just put a little armor on top of the RSI suit.
We'll do the helmet when we fly.
Yeah, you don't need that on Hurston. Even though the air quality is bad, it is breathable. All right. Okay.
So we're going to make our way to the train station. So this is the workers' district, and that's how the workers get taken to the strip mine.
Can you see the trains going by or not? There you go, look, so you see, so there's actually functioning, I don't know if you saw that, but there's functioning trains in Lowville. We're actually going to get on one of the trains. We just saw one go past. We can go to the metro station now. There you go, see? Yeah, there's actually a functioning transit system that we're going to head to, which is very cool. And even when you're flying outside, you can see the trains on their tracks going between the different stations.
We have the admin office that we just passed. That's the residencies, and then we've got the security building right here.
Off limits.
So we watch it, we stare, we like hang out too long, they tell us to move along. Again, there's still some kinks, everyone's working out on that side of stuff. Let's go to the Metro Center to get to the spaceport.
Welcome to Metro Center. Transfers to the perimeter, spaceport, and industry line. Welcome to Metro Center.
So here we can either go to the perimeter line, which will take us to the outskirts, or we can take the spaceport line, which is going to take us into TCS spaceport. So that's where we need to go to get our ship.
Welcome to Metro Center. Transfers to the perimeter, spaceport.
There's 6 different gates that the player can enter into the city, and plus the spaceport. So it gives you just kind of the idea of the scale of the city.
And all these trains run on a schedule. So actually, if we take a look, we can see above, train arriving in 103 seconds. What about the other track? Look at the other track. Train arriving in, 26, okay. Well,
train's departing.
Train's departing in 26 seconds.
So it just came in.
So we missed it coming in. All right. But yeah, basically the trains come and go. If you actually walk out and go and take the other train. Glenn, do you want to do that? Or just watch it go?
One thing that you will notice is that the transitions between
5, 4
heliports, or between elevators, as well as this is basically like a fancy transport.
Off it goes. Let's go to the other train.
You won't fall out.
So, okay, we got 53 seconds. We're we're going to do commuter citizen. So if you miss the train, you have to wait for the next one.
I saw somebody that was very excited about that on Reddit. So.
Yeah.
This one's for you.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to show, I love the fact that there's a running transit system, and you have to catch it right,
and actually the team worked very, very hard on this, putting this together, and actually building the tracks, building everything that goes into it. The other thing,
any minute now. Come on, little trainee. There you go. See, in Starcitizen, the trains do run on time.
This one started...
We may crash.
Yeah.
We may do some other stuff, but our trains definitely run on time.
So the AI in the future will be able to transition between the spaceport and L19. Right now they don't, so it will be a...
Yeah, you'd have a train, people getting on, getting off, sitting down in the seats, just like you would get a normal commuter train. So the usable system, the new usable systems only just come online. It's one of the reasons why you're not seeing that many of the actions that are going. But this is all physically real. We are traveling in Lorville, and you can see out. You look back, you see the tracks, right? And that's the Hurston Dynamics building, which is 4 kilometers high. Lorville itself is about 24 kilometers in sort of diameter, the main area of it, which is about equivalent to Austin, actually. So Lorville's about Austin size in real world scale. So that's, I think not many games sort of do things at the level of scale that we're doing. So here we are coming into TISO Spaceport. And longer term on the transit system, we're going to have line switching, a lot more options that will be much more like a real, kind of metro system or track. Right now, they sort of run point A to point B, but we're going to have them have actual multiple stops that you're going off, multiple hab stops. It's anyway, it's fun. So there you are. And whatever the train simulator out there, we're doing a little bit of that too.
Train tracks is a serious and dangerous offense.
All right. There we go. I'm going to head to the spaceport, which would be the
Make sure you
place.
have collected all property when clearing customs.
Have all the relevant information ready for inspection.
All right. So longer term with a law and order system that we're going to be working with, going between places, depending on what you carry, there'll be checkpoints. So you won't be able to necessarily, say, carry weapons or contraband. And that's kind of what these custom points are. They're not fully operating yet, but that's the longer term goal. Won't be in 3.3, but as the law and order system comes in, that's all going to be part of it. And here we are.
Just for the smugglers, that makes it a little bit more interesting.
Yeah, you got to find a backdoor entrance or how to come or how to hide it. And smuggling is a specific kind of gameplay that we are going to add to what's happening here. So here we're in the main concourse. And you can sort of look out. Yeah, ignore the glitching AI. We have lots of those. There's a few ships on part of that. That's actually, we'll go there later. Saw that. That's the Kraken. And you can see the sides of the Kraken because there's got a cutlass on it and a Buccaneer, if you take a look and we zoom in. And it LODs it properly. There you go. So it's not a small ship. I don't know, are there any ships coming and going? I'm on this build. I saw it like this morning. Do we disable the ships coming and going? I don't know what happened. No. So in the spaceports you'll come, there'll be sort of hubs. So normally there'll probably be a ship dealer. There is actually a ship dealer on this spaceport, which we'll go and see later on. There'll be different lounges, so like maybe one for the Chairman's Club, one for sort of UEE, USO style one, and then we're going to have various guilds that if you become a member, they may have their own sort of lounge in the various spaceports. We're going to go and just retrieve our ship to go on the mission.
The rework.
Yeah, we'll take the new Mustang, which has been reworked.
Your ship has been delivered
not
to
the Aurora.
No.
There you are, landing pad, hangar 4. So over in that direction, we're going to go back and visit later on, is actually where the ship dealer is, which is a big deal because in 3.3, when Hurst and Lorville are in, you'll be able to buy ships and also rent ships over here. So we'll have ship rental too. You're not going to be able to buy every single ship because we're going to have different ship dealers or places that will specialize, like here's an Origin dealer or whatever. And there'll also be used ship dealers. Like we're going to have one on Levski called Teachers, which will be fun. But we'll go visit this later. Let's go to and down here. Sorry, Glenn. Yeah, Glenn's reminding me. Long term, you're also going to be able to take like transit, just the same like we have the transit system in the train, commercial transport to different locations on the planet or off-world. So that would be where that would be down on the spaceport, and we would build that. So as an NPC, you could fly your own ship, or you could take a ship to get there, basically a Starliner. So let's go down to the hangar. And in 3.3 of Lorville and Hurston, we've got 2 hangar types that we've built, which is the large hangar and the extra large, because they will hold every ship. Now, obviously, we're going to be in a large hangar, even though we're in a Mustang. It's too big of a really hangar for a Mustang, but
it sells the scale.
Yeah, you'll get a sense of scale, and either for 3.4 or just after 3.4, the small hangar will come in line. There are small hangar places in the spaceport. It's just we haven't finished the interior of the small hangar out.
This is built out of our common elements. So the idea is that this is how we scale. You know, we build these big elements, and then we can bring them down and build smaller elements out of that.
So here's the large hangar, which will fit lots of ships, not just a Mustang.
Yeah.
And again, longer term on the we still have some AI going around, but you know, people will be moving carts. When you land, they'll bring stuff over to your ship. So the long-term goal is to have the AI in the place, give it a sense of life, give it a sense of operation. So you know, they're coming out to refuel your ship, coming out to fix it up, all the rest of the stuff. Right, let's get our helmet on and go for a flight.
Your journey begins now. All systems operational.
All right, let's go to comms and ask for permission to. Wow.
We just got him in. He's a little blown out.
Yeah, and we can't hear him either. But he's like, okay, you got permission to land.
Permission to take off.
Let's say take off. Sorry, yeah, not land.
So, Glenn, can you look up or good? All the way up?
There you go, our hangar doors are opening. And again, the hangars all here, it's all physically correct, so the hangar is the location, you'd see it outside. When you're playing it, you'll see other players coming and going, landing in the hangars. So let's take off.
Launch complete.
So we're also introducing a restricted zone.
So you can see the sort of red area, which is like until you're after a certain height, you can't fly on. Here we are, that's the Kraken that we were looking out on.
Over there, right there is
L19,
where you
right?
spawned. Yeah. So this gives you a good sense of scale.
And I don't know if we can see, but you should see trains run on the tracks, depending, I think there's tracks to the left there, I can't.
Depending on timing.
Timing, yeah. I'm just going to get up to appropriate height. And obviously, if you can see, Lorville's made quite a lot of progress from last year when we showed it in the ArcCorp demo at CitizenCon. So we spent a fair amount of time building it out, and also building it in a way that will be performant for a city of this sort of scale.
I think Ian increased the size of the building quite a lot too.
Yeah, but you get a sense of just how big the main Hurston building is. And the goal is in 3.4, or just after it, this opens up as a whole separate area that you take a train to go visit in. flying out into Hurston. So I think we've got a mission marker, don't we, I think?
In first person you do.
Yeah.
So Hurston's actually built out of 6 biomes. We've got desert, savanna, acidic, strip mines, trash, and polluted coast. So here you'll see the polluted coast. If Glenn flew down towards the ocean,